Hello everyone. So I was just having a look at the Retroachievements website and looking at the difficult achievements for Link to the Past. And there's one that really stood out to me called Jack of All Trades. I'm gonna pause before that guy hits me. It says complete Ganon's tower without ever entering while possessing a sword, exiting or dying. Must start and finish in one attempt, entirely swordless. So what that means is you cannot have a sword. You must not possess a sword when you enter Ganon's tower. And when you enter, you cannot exit, you cannot die. You have to complete all of Ganon's tower in one attempt without the sword. And if you fail in any way, if you die, if you leave, if you enter while possessing a sword, I'm pretty sure that means you have to start a completely new file on Link to the Past and get all the way to the end of the game again and try again. So that is an extremely difficult one. A very small percentage of people actually completed it. But I'm going to try to create a little tutorial. I've personally never tried it, but I think I'm capable, so I'm going to make a little tutorial on how to do it. Like, first of all, how to even get yourself swordless and how to get in there without a sword. And then I'm going to try to complete Ganon's tower as well without the sword. So to get yourself swordless, you have to go to the blacksmith, which means picking this guy up first. And right, so you have to complete Thieves' Town first, the dungeon I was just outside of, so you can get the Titan's mitts and lift these dark-colored skulls. Yeah, without the highest level gloves, you won't be able to lift that. Oops, I'm not paying attention. There's a sign there. Alright, so you can mirror wherever you want. Doesn't really matter. I just did it there so I don't have to lift the block up. Walk in. I'm using Japanese text on my game. I'm guessing it only works on the English version, the Retroachievements. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, you drop them off. Sorry. Drop them off, you leave. Go back in. And then talk to this closest guy here. Say yes. Pay him 10 rupees. And now you'll notice I'm completely swordless. Now, obviously you don't want to do this immediately after finishing Thieves' Town. You probably want to put this off until you have all 7 crystals. Then you can come back here, get yourself swordless, and then go to Ganon's tower. Otherwise, if you do this right after Thieves' Town, if you do it early, you have to beat all the dungeons you encounter. Remaining dungeons you encounter without the sword, so get the other dungeons out of the way first, and then come back here after you have all the crystals, after you beat Turtle Rock. Talk to these guys, get yourself swordless, and then go to Ganon's tower. Now we should talk about things you should probably bring with you. Now there is another achievement here where you have to beat the game without ever collecting a bottle. If you're trying to do both of these things in one go, Ganon's tower, swordless, and no bottles, that's quite the endeavor. But if you want to do them separately, I would recommend getting some bottles. Let's see here. Equipment. Where's bottles? Maybe it's in Y items. Okay. Bottle 1. So, I'm not 100% sure if reviving with a fairy counts as dying. I'm gonna guess it's okay to do that. I'm guessing it's okay to die if you have a fairy. I'm not 100% sure on this though. But if fairy is not an option, if that ruins it, then obviously you want some blue potions. So blue, 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 blue. So obviously the more bottles you have, the better. I'd recommend looking up where they are. I know the bottle vendor in Kakariko Village has one. There's one in the tavern. Someone has it under the bridge, the hobo under the bridge. I actually can't even remember where the fourth one is for some reason. I'd recommend probably one of Cape or Berna. They both kind of do the same thing. They give you invulnerability. The net, just for catching the fairies. Yeah. You might want to get silver arrows as well. That would be very helpful, of course. So let's start a new preset here. Let's assume you've gone... Oh, half magic. You want to get half magic. Let me just show you real quick how to do that. So, hammer. Where is it? There it is. So you want to get the powder as well, which you get the mushroom in the Lost Woods. You take the mushroom to the witch, and then she turns it into a powder for you. But yeah, if you haven't already done this, you very much want half magic if you're going to Ganon's Tower without a sword. So you're probably going to rely on your fire rod for some stuff. If you have silver arrows, those are helpful too. Okay. Ooh, let's reset this. Anyway. Okay. So maybe I'll just, if you're not too familiar with the game, I'll just show you the path to take here. Go left and up. If you want, you can get this key here. There's a key under the pot here, so we'll grab that. And then just gotta hammer down 2 pegs so you can push the block and step on the switch. Now from here you'll want the hook shot. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you get close to the ledge like this, you can actually hook shot to that block. If you're not feeling brave enough to do that, just make sure you're pushed up against this block. Hook shot to the left. Hook shot down. Hook shot right. Keep an eye on this spike. Do not hook shot if the spike is coming towards you. Wait till it's going away. If you step down here, you'll be safe. So as long as you're close to the bottom here, this spike won't hit you. And you can hook shot the pots there, or you can actually hook shot this thing too, if you'd rather do that. Sometimes throwing a pot at that guy is easier, because he doesn't jump backwards when you throw a pot. If you swing your sword, he does jump back, and it can be harder to hit him. You don't actually need to go in that door. So, you can use whatever you want. You can use a boomerang. Oops. So there's different ways you can do this. You can set a Samaria, you can drop a bomb, you can set a Samaria block. And then do that. Same thing here, you can drop a Samaria block, come over here. If you want, there's more magic in this pot. You want that key. Now for here. Make sure you're standing on this block when you hit the switch. You can again use Samaria block. I recommend switching to hookshot for here actually. So switch to hookshot. And then once you hit this switch, you'll get a little bit of iframes. So just stand on top of that switch like that. Want to be safe, wait for the snake to go by here. Make sure you hide between these blocks now, so they go back past you and the fire snakes don't hit you. Okay, push that. Hook shot to that chest. Another key. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, make sure you hit the last one I went through. Make sure you go to the right side. portal. These ones don't matter too much which one you take. If you want, you can hookshot past that one and take this one. And then you don't have to worry about going below this. Okay, you can dash at the very bottom like that. If you do that, just make sure you're directly against the wall. Like, push against the wall and then dash to the right. Otherwise, if you're a little bit too high, you'll fall into these pits. Okay, if you want, you can hookshot up here. Go in this portal. And there's arrows here if you need arrows. And hookshot works wonders on these guys too. So if you don't... I'm guessing you probably don't have the path memorized. Come up here. And fire rod. If you want, you can just bring up a picture of the map or something. At this point, because I recommended you get half magic, you should have the powder with you. And you can just powder this person. You can catch the fairy there if you want. There's some more arrows there if you want them. More arrows there if you want some. So if you're relying on silver arrows, it can be helpful to pick up these arrows if you want them. And yeah, you'll definitely want silver arrows for this part. So yeah, 100% get the silver arrows before coming to Ganon's Tower. Makes this fight a lot easier. You can do it without, it's a bit more complicated. So yeah, very simple with silver arrows. That, if you want to replenish your arrows again, you can get those. I don't know what you would need 3 bombs for, but it's there. I guess the 3 bombs you can... There is a good use for the 3 bombs, actually. So, if you're worried about your health, and you're looking to replenish or catch some fairies because you don't have any yet, I can show you. So yeah, after here... So if you bonk this, there's some fairies in here if you want them. You can wait for them to come close to you, and then try to catch them with your bug net, put them in a bottle. And then right there's the red mail. That's the best armor you can get in the game. So make sure you grab that. Switch to mirror. We'll go back to the beginning of the level here. Switch away from mirror so you don't accidentally hit the button. You want to hit this switch immediately to the left with an arrow or whatever else you want to use. Walk on these blocks. The spikes will hurt you. Throw that. Move that switch up there. Oh boy. I'd recommend killing these guys with arrows. And this guy you can just get rid of him with powder. Make it simple. Anyway. There's multiple ways to do this room. So yeah, the mimics, just kind of like their name says, mimic your movement. If you hold your sword out, you can face one direction while kind of manipulating where they go. Whoops, I hit the map button by accident. So yeah, holding your sword out or your non-existent sword is ideal here. Otherwise, the mimic will face you. So I recommend going like this, sidestepping, holding the B button, the sword button. And then you can make sure he's facing the side and not at you. Go. More arrows there out of that pot. Safest way to do that is probably to go up the side here and then hop off right here. Okay. Middle pot. Watch where the mimics are going and then just go on the opposite side. Now if you want to play this safe, if you have Cape or Burna, you can get that out. Dash down. Turn your Cape off so you don't waste magic. And then you can easily just get through those. And then if you want to keep it out, you can use it again here. Make sure you stop your dash before you hit here though. And this is what I was talking about with the bombs. So if you have the bombs, you can throw it there. And here you need to do a dash turn. Hello, so my girlfriend came home, so I had to stop the recording. And I'm just starting it back up again now. You might notice a difference in the camera. Maybe it's a bit darker. I'm not sure. Maybe I look different. But I stopped the recording for pretty much the entire day. I'm just going to fire it back up here and try to finish off this Ganon's Tower. So as I was saying, you can bomb this open here. That can happen. It can bounce off the wall. Let's try again. And then you can actually bonk off these blocks right here. So there's two different ways to do it. You can either hold your sword, hold the B button down like this. So you're always facing this direction. Go down slightly. Go down some more. There we go. And then that way you can just hold the dash button, bonk off the blocks, and it'll bounce you here. Another way to do it is to start your dash facing this direction, and while you're holding down the A button, while the dash is charging, you change your direction to face upwards. Like that. But anyway, so in here, you can grab some fairies, some magic if you're low on magic, which I gotta fix this. I have half magic. Where's half magic? Equipment, max. Oh, there's half magic. Half magic, yes. Okay. I'll quickly note here. So when you're bonking back, make sure you hold upwards after you start bonking back. After you already hit the wall, start holding up, or you'll fall in the pit, like this. So make sure you're holding upwards when you're moving up, like that. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to deal with this. Because you hopefully got a bunch of blue potions, you can just use the fire rod if you like. And then they should maybe, hopefully, drop some magic. This room here, You can try to throw pots at them, or you can use your magic again. You can also use your arrows. This room can be a bit of a pain with everything moving in a circle and all the lasers. If you want, you can just get it out of the way with a fire rod. Don't be afraid to go grab the magic if it drops, just to keep refilling. Fire rod. Fire rod. Fire rod. Fire rod. This thing here, you can use your powder. If you lost some hearts. If you want, you can try to get these with silver arrows. It takes 1 silver arrow per... One silver arrow per land mola is what they're called. Land molas. So there's some more magic in here. Some arrows here if you want it. Probably don't need the bombs. There is a heart here. A heart, piece, whatever you call it. So... I would actually recommend using Cane of Samaria here. Let me restart this. So Cane of Samaria is the best way to deal with this. Like that. You can get all 3 guys at once. If you want to test out the walkway here, you can drop a block, push it. Okay. Go very slow. You see the block dropped? That means there's a hole there. Then you move to the left. Okay, it dropped. You want to move downward now. Oh. Just go diagonal like this. Once you get to that part, just go diagonally down. That's the easiest way to do it. Or you can just pull up a map. Here, I would probably grab some silver arrows or fire rod again. Just to deal with these guys. Make sure when you do that, you're between the 2 eyeballs up top. Just so they don't shoot lasers at you. This next room, you can use fire rod, you can use arrows, you can use the Cane of Samaria. I'll show you another thing you can do here. Try using Burna, because you got blue potions. Let's try this. There you go. So that's another thing you can do. It's safe. I'd pull out Burna again, or Cape. Dash upward. Okay, I ran out of magic there. So, however you want to do this, you can take your time with this, you can go fast. So I'm going to use one of the blue potions. This is... Go like this. 1, 2, 3. You can take your time. There's more magic there if you want it. Shoot your fire rod. Dash to the right. That's an easy way to do it. And don't worry too much about wasting magic there because, well, first of all, there's a heart. And there's magic. Just be careful with the eyes. Go that way, shoot down. Go this way, shoot down. Go up. Make sure you don't get hit by that. Left. Shoot right. Not sure how you want to do these guys. You could do arrows if you want. And then you can grab a key from them if you need a key. I don't remember if you need one or not. I think because you grab the key from the torch downstairs, you probably don't need to kill those guys. You can just skip them entirely. Throw a bomb at the wall. Be careful of the spike, it moves right when you go down. So that bottom one will just chill there until you move downward like this. So just watch out for that. If you want, you can get your powder out. If you need another key, again, I don't remember if you need that key or not. I think you probably do, but that's how you get it. There's more magic here. Full magic. Now here it could be a little dangerous. Because we don't have the sword, we'll have to use the hammer. So you'll just have to practice, like, dodging him. I will say, I have a tutorial on how to fight Moldorm. So this guy is, the boss name is Moldorm. You fight him at the top of Tower of Hera. If you want, I actually have a tutorial on how to fight this guy. So just watch that if you think you're going to struggle with this. I'm not going to go over too much detail here. Yeah. So it takes 3 hits with the hammer. After the chest pops up, you can switch to hookshot. Hookshot across. You don't need this. Just a red rupee. You can push these. Now do this room however you want. If you want, you can hookshot that guy to stun him. You can also get out Cape or Cane of Burna and dash up the middle. It's one thing you can do. It's a safe way to do it. And now, this is the end of Ganon's tower. Again, we don't have a sword. You can use hammer. Whoops, I walked right into him, I wasn't paying attention. It is a little trickier. What I recommend, make sure you have the bug net with you. Net. Make sure you have the bug net. Yeah, you can deflect it back with a bug net. And this is why I recommend having blue potions. Because this is not an easy fight with bug net. At least not for me. I don't have a lot of practice with it. Okay, we got him. Got him down, and that's how you beat Ganon's tower without a sword. Without dying, without leaving. Make sure you have bug net for this fight. Make sure you fill up some bottles. Make sure you have Cape and or Cane of Burna. Powder is very good to have. What else? Was there anything else? Cape, Burna, bottles. Silver arrows can be very helpful. I just realized I didn't use silver arrows a lot. I guess I used them for the mimics. So yeah. At the start of climbing Ganon's tower, silver arrows are helpful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you grab the red mail after you get the big key. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. So if you're having any issues, feel free to leave a message in the comments and I'll respond to it and I'll try to further assist you in any section that you're struggling with. Also, if there's anything else related to this game, more retro achievements that I can help you with, just mention it, and again, I'll do my best to help you out. I can make another short video if needed. Yeah, I enjoy doing this stuff. I love this game. This is the first game I ever owned in my life. I've beat it a number of times. That's why I'm good at it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you later.